Oh shit, yeah.
You almost forgot our ritual or our tradition.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Leveling up.
Leveling up.
Things are looking good, man. How's it?
Sharp, man. You know, it's always great. It's great. It's weekend. Last day of the weekend, last few hours of the weekend.
Look at my eyes, man.
Don't cry about that.
I almost told you, Ryan, we are shooting next week, man. I'm tired. Now I understand why you left alcohol, man.
You know, this is a very important thing. I left alcohol.
I mean, I even forgot my glasses to disguise myself that you guys don't see me. This guy was fucked up last night.
He was drunk.
I think I went to my place at what time?
You promised probably this morning.
This morning again, man.
Obvious.
3, come on. I remember I almost called my girlfriend around 3 or 4.
You definitely did not choose life.
Yes. This thing of working for 6 days a week, man, is killing me.
One day is one day.
Hey, man, you don't even rest because on the 6th day where we are supposed to rest, you go out party.
That's you. Nah, I enjoy myself, but
what did you do? What will you do within like 36 hours, I think, of rest after working for 6 days?
I'll sleep, man. First 2 days sleep. Last day, I'll drink again. For the last day.
After I knock off at work there, I always tell myself, when I get to my place, I'm gonna take 3 hours nap. Then you get to you watch Yana's posty status. Let me just watch one video.
12 videos later, 12 o'clock at night.
You have to sleep, you have to wake up and go to work tomorrow again. Yes. Social media, man. Modern day slavery.
You know,
modern day slavery, I'm telling you.
Modern day addiction as well.
Yeah, man.
But anyway, let us introduce ourselves. We're already starting the topic. To our viewers and listeners.
Welcome back after 2 weeks, man.
You're welcome back. Yeah, we have we apologize sincerely.
We apologize, guys.
Because we're busy setting up the studio. We didn't have, I wouldn't say we didn't have time, but we thought of maybe finishing up the studio first. Since it's a new month already and you still see us outside, the studio is finally done. We just have a few more touches here and there to add. But yes, welcome to the Old Yet New podcast. This is, Maji, and I'm his co-host, JB.
And we are back.
We're back, yeah, of course.
After a week of being away, guys. But we like to apologize, guys, for not providing you guys with another episode last week because we had...
And yeah, it was a very tight weekend.
And our guest has a very busy schedule. Unfortunately, she was not able to make it, but we'll make it up to you guys.
Yeah, of course.
Later.
Oh, shit.
There's no way we are not having her on the podcast.
I'm just I'm just fixing that. For example, you see the blood. Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, man.
And we even have a mouse pad that has lights. I'm not sure if you guys can see the lights, but there's lights.
We're moving up, man. We're moving up.
Sooner or later, we'll have a full computer set up and everything. I don't know. I still don't know how the computer stuff works with that.
How are we going to use it? And we were so excited that we have a laptop now.
I think today, after we shoot this, we must go onto the laptop. It has TikTok.
To figure it out.
And we'll create a TikTok account so
that we'll be able to post
our short clips and time lapses.
Have you come with an idea how you're going to snap 2 or 3 minutes?
Never in my life I've thought of anything. And I am finally healed. I guess I'm not sick. I am officially not sick anymore. 3 weeks. Guys, let me first tell you a story of what happened to me. A nurse pinched my buttocks.
That time when I was on the doctor there, when they tried to inject me there, I squeezed my ass like this.
You bent the needles over?
She spanked me. Hey.
And you were just like, I'll do it harder, baby. No, but the thing is...
But I'm afraid of the injection.
I've never been touched like that in a while. No, I wouldn't say in a while.
What did she do to you?
You know, I went in and then she checked my throat and whatnot.
Yeah.
Checked the heartbeat. And I know this is a nurse's everyday thing, but this was the first time for me. Because usually when I go to the doctor, it's a doctor that helps me. I just sit there, I just lift up the tiny bit of ass cheek I have open, and and that's done.
And she's friendly, that lady that works with the doctor.
But that one was special. I just took out the half of the bum. Pens down.
She wanted to see the full package, man.
The full package, even
No,
the balls were almost included.
Imagine they miss the ass, but they inject your balls. Yeah.
Imagine having balls like that.
I was afraid you're going to infect me sooner or later with your flu because you had it for so long.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
And then the phone is not on sound. Hopefully the mic doesn't pick it up.
It's going to pick it up. We have quality mics here.
You know, this is the first
Leveling
time,
up.
like, it's not the most expensive mics on the thing, but this is the first time. Askies, I'm burping now because of, not sponsored yet, but soon.
Yeah, you see, guys, we are fighting for sponsors.
We are fighting for
We
sponsors.
changed from Bonaqua. They're not responding.
Dragon,
And Red Bull.
keeping it local.
Yeah.
So yeah, what was I about to say? I completely forgot now.
We were talking about your... How do you tend to...
You see
always have
exactly.
a lot of things to talk
I
about.
talk a lot of shit, Muna, and then I don't pick up. Oh, we haven't even told them
About
what
the
the
mics.
yeah. The mics have traveling cases, a traveling bag. It has a small packet. You put it in, and it even has these little things to tie them up. I felt.
We're leveling up, man.
We're leveling up.
Sooner or later, we'll be having those ones from the ears, like
Yeah.
AirPods and stuff.
Well, a Bluetooth ones as well.
Yeah, you see.
But yeah, so as you could hear in the beginning, what we said about social media being modern addiction, slavery, thing, whatnot. We're talking about social media in
Social
general.
media and the effects of it.
Yeah.
actually.
We came
Because
up.
yeah, everybody's on social media.
Yeah, and we just came up with this topic. Not kidding, Nate. We sat down, and he was like, "Yeah, let's talk about social media." I was like, sharp, done and dusted, cool. I do not know anything about social media. Once again,
Lie.
this guy did research while we were setting up. If you guys do watch the time lapse, you will see him sitting on his phone like,
research. Oh, this is what you're gonna talk about.
"Gift, I don't know."
It's interesting the way they come with it, man,
It's interesting how far it has come.
and how influential it is now to the modern society. So
I switched up from my no nicotine to 1% nicotine, and this thing is giving me stress. Yeah.
you change the flavor.
Yeah, I bought flavors in Senekal the other day from a shop there. It had 0% nicotine. The first ones I had 3%, and that thing butchered me. Then I was like, no, and I love no nicotine because I can smoke as much as I want, no effects. Then I bought 1%. Now I have to get back into the thing of smoking with nicotine.
And also these things were popularized by hip hop artists. Everybody now wants to be smoking something. If it's not weed, it's a cigarette. If it's not a cigarette,
I think weed was like the OG thing that was always promoted by the by classic gangster rap and the
remember
classic.
this other day I saw a video on TikTok when they were giving a habli to this little kid like this. The parents or whoever the guardian is, they were allowing that kid to smoke just for likes. Things people do
Sure.
for social media.
More.
Things people do for social media. But imagine you are the father of that kid and you see your kid smoking.
I'm not sure. Like there was this another thing on TikTok that I saw. It was about two parents. They pranked their kid, but the prank. I think the kid also has like ADHD or autism or something.
Yeah.
I might be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, that was what the main thing was about. They pulled pranks on the kid, and the kid would have wild outbursts and stuff about whatever they did to him. But I film it, and they're posting it on social media, and it's not like a harmless, heartfelt prank. No, it's like full-blown on pranking your own child for views and likes.
Views, man. Things people do for views or likes are crazy these days, man.
What do we do?
Man, the
We just
extent
sit.
they go.
We just sit in my garden and talk shit, and we still get views.
Yeah, man, imagine your kid with autism and you prank him live, and you even video it.
And I know I know people like reached out and then the account got banned and whatnot, but it's not always fully gone. I mean, there's a lot of websites that can archive stuff like
And
that.
if people have downloaded it, how many other people
It's
will
there for life.
upload it?
It's there for life, man. It's there for life.
And imagine the effects on the mental health of the child that you are making him suffer.
All that new podcast, you will catch us also talking about mental health. Previous episodes, we were in suits and whatnot. We need to promote within promotion. But yeah,
Even the people go to crazy extents, man.
for likes and
For
views.
likes.
But not us. Hopefully not us. The worst thing you'll see us doing is, I don't know, like I said, sitting in the garden talking shit. This is all we do.
Yeah,
now.
man.
But to think of how social media has evolved in the last few the last 10 years at least. Because I mean, I remember
last to 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, because I remember Facebook coming out, and I mean, everyone had Facebook. Everyone had Facebook. I mean,
and it was the coolest thing when.
Yeah,
I
had like 6 or 7 Facebook accounts.
I still have one, you know. I still have one that I created from 2011, I think, or 2010. Sure. From then to this day. And people keep messing around their passwords and everything, and they invite you with a lot of Facebook accounts. Even they annoy me so much. I don't want. Yeah, you cannot be inviting me for the 7th time. How many times? How many times can you forgot your password?
It's also like with the people that change numbers. And I know there's a very special someone in my heart, you know, that changes a number every second day. It's not going out to you, baby, but it's just changing your number like 7 times. WhatsApping me on the 7th different number. Me not knowing who you are.
And why do people get so offended when you ask, oh, who are you? Like, just answer me, I'm Yanas, especially women. When they text you with a new number, let's say you lost your numbers or what, then they text you, hey, Tabo. Yeah, you ask, hey, man,
who are you?
Hey, man, are you? So
you don't know me?
You don't know me. You deleted my number. It's a simple question. Who are you? You don't even know the reason why I'm asking whether I lost my contacts. Is a new phone or what? Just explain. You'll never hear a guy making a fuss out of it.
Hey, it's just like, it's me, you know.
It's me, man. It's Yanas.
Sorry, what's up, Muna? Hi.
You will answer.
We're about to get banned for saying that.
But
Muna, the strength social media is, but I mean now, and regardless of that, how people have started to influence each other. I mean, with YouTube and stuff like that as well. People are out there making videos, getting millions of views, getting sponsorships, and they're influencers and stuff like that.
And then extra form of income.
And then
it's
amazing. So I'm not going to say social media is all bad, because I mean, there's a lot of YouTubers I follow and a lot of people I watch, and I mean, they've boosted my life in a lot of ways, especially like on TikTok with the people that do gym stuff. And I mean, both of us, we love watching the videos and stuff, because I mean, it's inspiration. And now it's finally summer, so these bugs are gonna bother me. One of these days, I'm buying that electric zapper thing on the table.
But and it makes it so easy for a person to be influential through social media, because at first it was either we're gonna read your books, or we'll have to meet you live so that I can
write mail and stuff like that.
So now you can influence me from million miles away across the world. And instantly, that's what I like about
instantly. It's amazing. It's
amazing. And so many people are going to be able to leave legacies that people can remember. Yanas did this thing and it influenced me in this way and that way.
But you know, it can also be a bad way of influence always. You know what's the first thing I checked out now? If that mic was connected properly. I just double checked like 4 times, but it's connected properly. You can hear me?
Because you don't want that.
Sure, you will. If we have to restart this podcast again, I quit. Finally, I quit. You will see me erase myself from social media.
You will understand, guys. We tried. The devil was against us. If this one is not recorded, the devil was against us, man. But as you say, the influence can be good or bad, man.
And that's the thing.
There's other people who are using it for a good use, and there's others who are using it to spread a lot of hate. Cyberbullying that's going on there, man. Yes, man.
And the same thing, cyberbullying and cancel culture. If you post something that one guy finds offensive, and then they're like, oh, look how he did this, and they take the entire thing out of context, and then
and they take the part that throw everything out of context,
and then boom,
they don't post the whole clip.
You get cancelled.
Whatever you're saying, they just take the part that serves their initiative.
People are Mamparas, they are dumb. Mampara, Onwissel, Comoros. People are stupid. No, people are stupid. And it's.
And why did we become so sensitive, man? People cannot take a joke anymore. People cannot allow other people to have their own opinion. They want us to agree on the same thing. And they want to know when we have this thing, we must follow it. If you try to.
It's like that quote I told you the other day that Andrew Tate said, Mosmuna. If the whole world collectively says or joins in and says 2 + 2 is 5, we're not going to argue against it. It's going to become normal.
And it's right, man.
And that's the truth. Because
if you try to go against whatever the world is believing, the world view,
you're gonna be stoned, virtually, physically, every way.
Yeah, man. That's
wrong.
the thing. When if you're going against what people believe to be the truth. Because the truth, when I so uncomfortable, man, or a different perspective, if I can put it that way. If you are used to believe in this, and somebody is trying to say, no, Janas, look at it from this angle. And
like,
you are not...
You're like, no, but then like, but why? Why are you like this? Don't you want to understand completely? Like, no, but I believe it in this way. This has not bothered me.
It's not a crime to look at things from a different perspective.
Never.
Man.
I think that is the better way to put. Yeah, I think that's the better way. Don't be afraid to express your own opinion in your own way. Don't follow the rest of the world with whatever their cock is. Never.
And the danger part is some of the things that we find already existing in the society. Some people don't want to question them. They just want to follow them blindly.
That is wrong. It's important to question a lot of things. It's very questions and questioning something can take you either to a very good place or a very bad place.
Because the thing is, you get to understand it better, or whether this saves you or it has been just there in your life, limiting you from exploring other things.
Exactly. Well, why are the people driving bikes now all of a sudden? It's a good thing we bought the new bikes.
Yeah, and they are so close to us.
But at least I can still eliminate background noise. Bastard! This is a problem with us recording outside. One day it will change.
One day, very soon.
Next episode it will change.
Very soon, man.
I'll work the rest of the week when I'll set up the last few things. Like the TV I want to put there between our new chairs and stuff.
I was interested in the story of how Facebook got started because the guy who founded Facebook,
Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg.
That name is very difficult to pronounce. The Zuck, man.
But I also...
He was at the party with his other friends. They were just sitting there. I get where the club there, you check on ladies. So they wanted to make like something like a assessment to check which girl was hotter than which one. Then they created a platform like that where they just post the picture of girls, photo IDs of the women. Then the guys go there and they rate the pictures. That's where he started.
I never knew that. And I know there's a movie out called The Social Network or something. I've never watched it though.
So when he got to the room, he came with the algorithm that will make guys be able to read them like the likes. I think it was likes back in those days, it was not so much reactions available. So you go there. So that thing when it was so popular at the varsity, they started planning it all out to make a social media platform. Because there was this other girl that was so hot that he was interested in. So as they were discussing her, the other one was arguing against it, or is she really the hottest girl in school? So they created a platform where they can rate the other girls.
Sure. That's honestly interesting. I'm guessing you read that now.
No, I saw the movie. Right now I was just researching about all the different types of social media platforms and their history.
What defines social media platform though?
It's where we can interact there with other people, interacting from far places. And we can make whatever.
Is YouTube considered social media?
Surprisingly so. I checked it right now whether it is there on the list. It's just where we can share your information with other people from far places instantly. So, and they have immediate access, man.
You like that word, immediate access? You like it too much?
I like it, man. I like it so much, man. I mean, do you know?
You don't have access. You have immediate access.
The strength you have to go to the extent that you have to go to influence someone from afar before the social media platforms. Yeah.
I mean, I think since social media, I think there has been a lot more. I can say international love stories that were made. Because I mean.
And there was so much information that people couldn't share in the olden days because they were so limited on how they can share the information. That's why they left the information on rocks. And then others, they are discovering it through their graves and stuff. I always think it's creepy that Western people come to Africa and dig up those graves there in Correct. They use another term. It is just digging the grave, man. You're digging up someone who is already dead. Don't use another fancy term.
The excavating.
Yeah. It will creep me out, man. I go in there when I'm looking at somebody's bones with those sponges there. And, oh, this guy died billion years ago.
I'll look at it. Oh, this guy, we're calling him Pietros.
And when I wasn't going to Yana's grave now, right here, and I dig you up. And when the people think I'm crazy.
I will haunt you. I will haunt you.
Why don't they think?
I'm telling you now,
it's as creepy when they're digging up those people in.
If society continues on for, let's say, the next million years, and they do dig up my grave, I warn you, motherfucker, whoever decides to dig me up, I will haunt you until the end of time, until the sun becomes a red giant and explodes. I will haunt you. Even if you go into the next furthest galaxy, I will find you and I will haunt you.
I mean, I think it's creepy, man, I'm telling you.
No.
I know it's a norm there that, what do they call those people who always go there and dig up?
Archaeologists.
Yeah.
Grave robber.
But it is through them that you get to know so much about history. It is, everything has both sides, né? The creepy side and the good side.
The good, the bad, and the creepy.
Because if they were not digging up those bodies,
we would never have that connection to the people in the past. And I mean, now especially also with technology and stuff, like replicating voices and stuff, that's one thing as well. With social media, they post the stuff on there, we can watch it. Some of the stuff might not be 100% true, but I still mean...
But they give you an insight of what is going on.
It's interesting.
So interesting, man.
I hate social media though. I've been for a long time now, I've never used TikTok and I never used any form of social, except WhatsApp. I mean, but that was the only way to communicate. And then you see your friends using like, let's try it out. And then it becomes an addiction.
Addiction, out of nowhere. I always regret so much after spending my time on TikTok thinking, yeah, there's a lot of productive things that I should have done with my time. But I arrived at my base, decided to watch one video, then suddenly 4 hours passed.
12 o'clock at night.
The eyes are tired. You're not able to do anything because after watching the screen for 4 hours, you can only imagine how tired your eyes will be because you spend 7 to 8 hours at work watching the screen. You go to your place, you spend another 4 hours watching
the screen,
TikTok and Facebook and WhatsApp.
Yeah, it's when you say it aloud like that, it makes me worry. I mean, this is us. We are now this generation. We spend 4 or 5 hours. Then what about the next kids that come after us, like our younger brothers and stuff like that? How much time do you think they're gonna spend? No, I wouldn't say our younger brothers. Let's say maybe the new kids that are like born 2017 to 2020. How long are they gonna spend on the screen?
And how much they're gonna live in the virtual world that you were telling me about, that other theory? You can buy a stand.
Oh, in the metaverse.
They're gonna live there. I'm telling you, man. And remember the story that I told you that I think their eyes and their genes are going to adapt to the usage of social media. So their eyes won't be affected as ours. As you say, the revolution. The revolution. I think they will be able to sustain that
amount of screen time.
Because when a species, when you put them in any environment,
they learn to adapt.
Because I saw this, there's a kind of scale, a snail that lives in the most hottest places under the water.
A scale.
They have a metal. You see that shell? It's metal. It's made of metal because of the environment that they're living in. I think they are underneath, next to the volcanoes there. So their shell adapted to the environment that they are living in there. So these shell are now metal, and they have around 3 layers. 3 layers of shells. There's that metal one. There's this other one. The third one protects them against the heat. It's amazing how species adapt to different environments.
And then you get humans. We are only gonna adapt to watch more screen time. You tell me this amazing story of a snail that has a fucking metal shell, and then you tell me the same breath, we will adapt to watch a screen longer. Thank you for that valuable piece of information. I will carry it for the rest of my life.
That's the only way, man. Have you realized when you spend an hour away from your phone, And
You get withdrawal symptoms, man.
man.
That's why I feel.
And that notification when he says
Ding.
"Ting," hey, man,
Run.
your kind of the rush. What is it called?
Adrenaline.
Adrenaline.
Like
open
pump,
it, open it.
and you're like just checking. It's like even, and it's just an okay, but you're like,
And it's
reply.
like, no, it's normal. When it rings, your hand goes there. It doesn't even take like 5 seconds. Man. Your hand is already on your phone, man.
Well, that's weird. It's weird how we revolve our lives around. I don't have my phone because it's shooting the podcast. I'm gonna point at yours though.
The minute it goes string, your
You're
head is
like,
telling you, yes, that's
check.
adrenaline rush, man.
And it's, I don't
And
know.
that's what they are using, these guys, man. They know the ones who are creating social media to distract us and stuff. Because they always say, they say conspiracy theory. Then the state is exposing you to so much to the social media so that they can control you. But I think it's possible that there are some of
Like
the
with-
worldviews that they want to pass on us
like
through social media.
like when they say your phone is listening to you, and then and I wouldn't say I can't say it's.
Yeah,
100%.
but how does that happen? Have you realized we will talk about something? You go to YouTube or you Facebook,
And there's an ad or something
about
of that.
something.
We tested the one.
This other day, I was alone, man. I was thinking about something, thinking about it. I go to my phone, I was like, and that thing creeped me out a little bit. And I think it's recently so at night, man. Because we received our take a lot orders. Then I was thinking about buying something that, what was it that I wanted
shoes.
to buy? I mean, not the shoes. I guess it is the day that the shoes arrived.
Oh.
Then I thought about buying something. I saw the advert, man.
And that's weird, man.
That's very weird, man. That's very weird.
Because and this is like for the viewers out there, I cannot say this is 100% true. I can also not say and blatantly lie and say it's 100% false. Because me and my ex, we tested the one and we watched this conspiracy video and we're like, shit, let's try it. And my favorite cookies, as you know, it's Oreos.
Yeah.
So we're chatting about Oreos like non-stop for let's say maybe 5 minutes and like,
Then you
let's check
go
the phone
on,
quickly. Second ad that pops up on my phone, Oreos.
Yeah, man.
And prior to that, I've never seen Oreos on my
Yeah,
phone.
man.
So I was like, that's quite interesting.
But it is very advantageous for business people, because they'll be able to push their products.
Yeah, I think
better.
that's also a boost that adds that
The good
social
thing
media
about
gives
social
us.
media.
Because I saw even with our Instagram thing, we can pay a few $100 and then they
Then
post
they-
ads
your
about
stuff,
us.
yeah.
So that's it.
Even on Facebook, they always made that offer for your post to reach a certain number of people, you can pay this much. Then they will just play around with the algorithm and make your post pop up everywhere. I'm thinking, how will they do it? Because I already have a certain number of people following me and I'm posting. How can they not view it as much as they will view it after
You know, like
paying
on
it?
like on TikTok, the For You page. That's why we need to post, because at least on the For You page. And you see, now this is where social media comes in, because the thing is with us, we're not building. We're not trying to build. How should you put it? We're not trying to build a brand with our podcast. We're just trying to build a legacy for ourselves. Whether we have 20 viewers, like I said in the previous few episodes, or we have 5 million,
Regardless where it's gonna take us.
it's just we're building a legacy for
we
ourselves.
we shared and made something that we love and we're passionate about.
And if someone watches us and they find and they're like, they find the inspiration like it's just these two jackasses and they're like just talking whatever and whatever. I should also start maybe a podcast, or I should start doing YouTube.
And they will be influencing the world in a certain way.
You never
that
know.
We couldn't influence it.
So I feel that's also an amazing thing. Because I mean, yeah, that's the wonderful thing I can also add. There's a lot of
That's what
positives
Tupac
and
was saying, man. He said that, yeah, I might not influence the whole world, but I might say something that will make someone who's going to influence the world think about actually striving to
exactly.
push a good narrative.
Rest in peace, Park. Request Kadipache.
West Side.
Motherfucker, you posting the gang signs on here.
The West Side, man.
The East Side is coming for us.
But that's the thing, man. If you can just ignite that idea on someone who's going to do something influential and he was inspired by us, that's what we are going
That's
for.
amazing to think
That's
about.
what we are going for, man.
But if you guys do end up being successful, please invite us on your podcast.
And say we influence you. Give us a shout out.
Yeah.
Give
Please.
us a shout out.
Just say it's these two old guys. Okay, him being the old guy, but this old guy and this dumb looking guy.
Yeah, but the possibilities of social media, man, is crazy, man.
The power it holds, it's
Enormous.
unknown and unbound power. I don't think we quite understand it as well as
Yeah, man.
social media active we are.
It's limitless, man. I'm telling you. So much influence can you pass through it, man.
But there's a lot of weird forms of weird social media sites. There's a lot of cool social media sites. I'm not gonna lie, Nate. There's a website called Reddit. So Reddit has like some of the most interesting things I've ever read. Like, remember I told you about the gene facts of people, scientists or doctors now being able to predict whether it's gonna be a healthy features that's gonna grow and stuff like that from And then Reddit also has a very dark side, which if you watch like conspiracy theories about Reddit,
man, that was mind blowing, man. When you tell me about that, or they can predict. Or whether the baby is going to be sick.
Yeah, it's whether it's going to be healthy features or not.
Yeah, man, the technology, man, is crazy, man.
2022, Mona. Yeah. Motherfucker, I'm
just when you think we arrived at a crazy level of industrial revolution, then something new pops up.
It's always the case, I guess. But
and that's what I like about humans, man. Our ability to grow. Our ability to grow is crazy, man. Every time we think we've done it all, there's always something
that tops it.
That tops it.
It was like on gymming yesterday. I had my personal best, and then when I broke it last night, I was like, So I beat it with like 2 or 3 extra additional reps that I was like, this is something new to me. Now it gives me something to boost, and I'm going to try to ace it again. There's the same thing with the podcast. We put out 1 episode, and I'm like, okay, we did good with it. Even if we had like 4 views, it's good enough for me. But let's say the next episode we get 5 views, and that's gonna keep on bringing that motivation. That's why I feel
keep pushing.
Yeah, never, because you maybe had 1 bad post or whatnot, give up. Never,
man.
And that's one thing. Social media can always motivate you to do a lot of things, good and bad.
Sometimes you will feel down, man, and you watch a motivational video on TikTok or somewhere,
and then you're like,
they inspire you
like,
to keep pushing whatever you are doing, man. Because there's stories out there, man, about people who are successful. They always tell you, man, just do something you love. The rest will just come as a they're making money off it. Will come as a bonus because you're already doing something you are enjoying to do.
Exactly. Accept me.
And during the podcast, man, have you realized, man, you sit down and suddenly an hour or 20 minutes has passed.
And then
you don't even realize or even.
Especially with the vet the other day. The amount of stories that kid tells. We were so close to not ending that episode now.
Yeah, man. And we could have shared with you guys through our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And they would have understood and experienced whatever the vet went through
farting in class and stuff like that. What a way to learn about someone. No, but it's true. But I also feel like deep down, and this is now conspiracy theory levels of down. I think social media is controlled by a certain group of people, like a certain amount of people that check
and regulate who get to say what.
I don't know why, but I suspect something like that. Ever since this whole entire Andrew Tate story, and how, like I've told you before, I don't 100% agree with what he says, but there's some of the stuff that he has said that it is fact. It is fact.
And the truth, man.
And boom, all of a sudden, because that guy was speaking out about the truth, about a lot of things, and then get silenced all of a sudden.
And he was inspiring so many young men, man.
Yeah.
Trying to open your eyes.
And then all of a sudden, boom, gets taken away. But why?
I mean, I think there's a narrative that they're trying to push, or that they want to shy away from, that he was trying to expose to us. There was a certain level of truth in whatever he was trying to push or to inspire in young men, and that they don't want us to get exposed to.
Exactly. But it's weird to think, and it's scary to think about.
Hey, somebody can just decide, you don't want this guy on social
media. This guy's like, no, this guy's talking shit. The shit this guy's talking, it's gonna come.
And, it's crazy because the crazy part is that you realize, they are all working together. Because let's say if he was cancelled on YouTube or TikTok only, Then there's other social media platforms where they still allow him to share
But
his
no, not
work.
him. Everything. 1, 2, 3, gone. Everything.
And it's like it was decided instantly.
And I think
they
it's-
had a meeting about him to cancel him.
Exactly, and I think his brother Tristan also got banned from a lot of. I'm not sure if he did though. I'm not saying he did, but if I might have to double check the statement now. But I think as well. I think he also got banned from almost every social media platform he's on. But I know on his one podcast episode he posted, he said something that there are now 2 different other types of social media that still allows him to post on there. I'm not sure what they are though. It's unknown ones. Like when it comes to Donald Trump, that guy talked a lot of shit. And when they banned him, I was like, I understand why they banned him from Twitter and whatnot. And then Donald Trump went to make out his own type of. Do you know Donald Trump made his own social media platform?
No, I never heard of it.
He made his own social media platform. Not sure what the name is. You can search it. He made his own social media. He made his own social
And
media.
I'm sure because he had a lot of followers from the US there. Maybe he had
They went
a
over
lot
there.
of users currently, over a few millions.
Now comes the real question. Jacob Zuma, when are you making your own one?
You love Jacob, no?
Right.
Our
Aye.
key president. Our key president.
With that little shake of his. Oh, I just wanted to pat him on the head, Oh, Jacob, at least you
Yeah.
tried.
But he was cute. And the other thing that I was thinking about while I was still researching is that I guess social media allow us to share messages instantly. About that atomic bomb that hit Japan the other day. They say USA only hit the second atomic bomb because it was not clear enough whether the Japanese surrendered or not.
Oh,
Imagine
yeah.
if there was social media back then, they would have managed to
And
send an email or something through
Yeah.
to the executives that side over there.
Please stop, yeah.
Yeah. Because I think there was a miscommunication after they hit the first one. The Japanese realized that they don't have enough manpower or fire
Yeah, Mona. And it's.
to
But
compete with America.
just imagine, Because I'm not sure if you've seen the photos. They call it like
saw the photos.
like the shadow photo, like the
Where
shadow.
is-
The shadows are burned
Shadows
onto the
are burned
walls.
Into the walls and stuff.
There's also a
It
girl
was very.
that she looked into
she was
the light. Yeah, Mona. And imagine that happening in modern day.
Imagine how
times.
many lives would have saved if the message was received as early as possible before they hit another one. There.
I mean, and then some of these people, all they can think about is having wars with different countries, not thinking about the people in the country.
And have you
itself.
realized how the Ukrainian president have been trying to use social media to influence the rest of the world to be on their side?
Yeah.
Because every time, every now and then, you will be posting a video about supporters, this and that and this and
But that guy's balls.
There are a lot
man.
of people, yeah.
That guy's balls.
And a lot of countries have reached out to assist that side because of the social media access. He has to influence the rest of the world to feel for him. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a dark thing. I just, this is one thing I don't understand. Like, I understand it's war and it's a brutal thing, but Mona, imagine the casualties. Not I think it's called casualties of war.
It's casualties.
Just when a family is being broken up, a father losing his wife and child due to a bombing or something like that, vice versa. Anyway, it's hard to think about. Imagine this happening in South Africa now.
Yeah, man. And the power struggles, man. People are always fighting for power.
And what does social media do? Provide power to certain people, and then they think they can
And that
do
one
a
you
lot.
don't even realize really.
No.
There's people who have power to.
Muna,
convince or-
and a lot of influence on the internet, Muna. I don't think, and this is not something I can say, or I somehow, but I know a lot of people realize what type of influence they have on people, but there's also a lot of creators that do not realize how much power
Power
they
they have.
have. Exactly.
And that's when the one through social media, the power through social media is very powerful one because if you can manage to control how people think,
And that's what social media does.
if you can control how people think, man, you can control everything they do, man.
Muna.
Because you can, as you see with Andre, you can regulate what they the information they get exposed to.
Now-
and the information you get exposed to is how you're gonna view the world.
So what you're trying to tell me is social media is brainwashing me.
All of us, not just
No, but it is true.
because there's some things that you never thought they were cool until you see them.
You're like, this guy
is
this
cool,
guy
man.
drinks Red Bull the whole time. Like, fuck, I might as well try
I'm
it.
gonna drink it too.
And this is actually shit. This is like, this is diabetes in a can.
They're coming for you, the Red Bull company.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The sugar-free one is good though, because it has no sugar. But the regular one, I'm not a big
regular
fan. I'm not a big fan of the regular one though. But I know our local, my friend, unfortunately only has this.
I mean, because previously, man, it was very hard to push the products, man.
Nowadays
Because they were pushing them through the billboards.
And I mean now, especially with social media, I mean, people
your
get a
business when I can reach.
levels.
Hey, Mona, you can sell to someone that is in Asia right now.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not sure if you guys have seen like the rings I wear. I bought them from Rejeweled, and the thing is, I bought them when I saw them on TikTok. They make rings out of spoons and whatnot. So shout out to them. And anyway, but yeah, and I was like, but I would have never thought of buying a ring. The shower said buying. I would have never thought of buying a ring that's made from a spoon. But I was like, this is actually so out of the box. I must own one.
But the disadvantage of it is that you can sell afar, but even those people can sell to you when you are afar, so the competition gets crazy.
Exactly.
And itself, Mara, to have competition, because it means that the person who are selling a particular type of product, they won't be comfortable because they will have to increase the quality of the product they're selling, because they know if they are not producing a good quality, you can get that the same thing from somebody who's producing better quality.
Yeah, and you pay $20 extra for the shipping
and stuff.
Done and dusted.
It's good that you have a lot of customers, but
now I'm wondering if
competition
you
gets
know, like
crazy,
Shane, the online store. Now
I
I'm wondering,
wanted to order something.
I'm wondering if they're like in a competition with Wish now.
Yeah,
you know Wish.
Definitely, yeah. They're online because but I don't trust Wish now. I don't know about Shane because
I bought some
this cousin
from
of mine was ordered this attire from Wish, but it gone. Have you bought something from Wish?
Yeah,
And
way back when.
It was delivered.
Yeah, and I bought two things. One was delivered.
But I
one
think he
not.
was refunded. I'm not sure whether he was actually refunded because they were in the process and talking about
Like
refunding him.
my sweet old tatties that were done were bought from a Wish tattoo machine.
But the competition is healthy, man. It means that if you want the particular product and they're not selling, especially in a small town like Marquardt, if you want some things, imagine how difficult it would have been if you couldn't access
And
most of the things online.
Exactly. And you think, fuck, online. Hey, online, the internet itself.
Man, the internet.
It's a weird, dangerous, funny, happy, powerful,
beautiful, ugly
place.
Yeah.
Because all of the good,
Person who created it, though, what an invention, man.
but now,
What an invention.
all right, Google is the internet browser. So the internet had to exist before Google.
Yeah, man.
And now I'm confused. Now
I'm so confused.
Now I'm headaching myself.
Because what was internet before Google? What was it? Because Google followed it, man. Because there's other searching platforms where
Browsers,
you can access
yeah.
information through online.
Okay. For the viewers out there, please comment and please answer me this. Is Google the internet itself, or because I
There's
understand
internet.
the internet is there
There's internet,
and Google is
then
just
Google is part of it.
just the browser or what? Because I'm now confused, né? And I'm not gonna search this. I'm honestly not gonna waste my time. If you guys post it up though, I will most definitely read it then and
Yeah,
then.
man, because man, the amount of information you get access to through Google and YouTube. Yes. It's powerful, man.
Because with one of the games and stuff I was busy with playing, and then I wanted to do some modding and stuff. And you know, it's one YouTube video away.
YouTube video
I was
away,
watching and then was like on the computer typing, like watching like this, playing like this. The same with this morning when I woke up, I was like, My phone, I fell asleep with my phone next to me, so I didn't charge it. I was like, let me charge my phone. But what can I do just keep my... I have my watch. Boom. I watched YouTube on my watch sitting there. While the computer was also there, I forgot about the computer. You know, the laptop is a brand new thing to me.
You're not used to it
I
yet.
keep on forgetting. I do forget about it a lot.
You know how did they create YouTube? That guy, the millionaire who created the YouTube, he was at the zoo there.
Yeah, I
so
saw.
he wanted to share the information or
The video, and then it was like...
with the rest of the world that I'm at the zoo. Then the idea came to him that he should create a platform where people can just share videos.
And now look at
And look how much they make from
look at
YouTube now.
and look at the power YouTube has.
Yeah, man. At that moment when that ignites the idea that's going to make you billions, man.
And without knowing it, that's the
Without
thing.
knowing it, it's just creating something, then it blows up. I think it's the most beautiful feeling ever, man. Even if you die, man.
You just
came up with
you
YouTube,
just sit
man.
there like
I came up with YouTube,
Uncle
man.
Jacob.
Alright. Imagine that guy bringing to other people. I can die, but at least I created YouTube.
You know,
You know.
just sits there like on the toilet, like see something about YouTube, like yeah, that's me.
That's me, man. Imagine the legacy you left behind, man.
It's amazing.
Created YouTube. And then when they say this and landed this other guy, the ones who created Twitter, I think it was 3 or 4 of them before it became so popular. So one of the original founders, they sidelined him well before it blew up.
They what?
They sidelined the other guy
Oh,
because he doesn't have access. But I think they gave him 1% or something.
still a percent is a lot to own of Twitter, and then you get.
He say now when they what's the term for it? They make him believe that Twitter is worthless before it was one of the best in the world. So
And I think, okay, for us, I wouldn't say with us Twitter is that. I think most South Africans are still stuck on Facebook, maybe. But I think international terms, Twitter is like
the best.
Okay, Twitter and Instagram, because I think.
Regarding information, yes, as you get information instant.
And there's a lot,
Twitter,
and Twitter has a lot more things than Instagram has, but I mean, Insta is much more easier to post stuff on. So it all depends on what you're going for, because I mean, I do all of my crypto stuff on Twitter, and then if I do any social media thing, everything is done on Instagram, except with you. So we share the podcast accounts. And then what does he do?
I always forget to check that icon.
What does he decide to do? He decides to post his personal stuff on the Instagram account.
Those icons are confusing. When I get online there, I forget to switch between the accounts. I realize after I see the people that get access to see it, no man. Why do I have so limited people doing my stuff?
This is
then
the
I
stuff.
realized the account when I saw old yet new podcast. And I said a joke, a tweet joking around. I share it on our platform.
Shit is happening now.
Yeah. And actually, Twitter was used for a different purpose whatsoever. Before it came a platform where the people search their instant news around the world. Because they say it started blowing up after that 9/11 situation. Because I don't remember what it was used for before. Then the person who owns Twitter, they shared the information about the bombing there. Then there was retweets. Then they realized, oh man, we can actually use this as a platform where we share instant news that are happening across the world through it. And now it is replacing newspapers and stuff.
Exactly. But I also think, like, the same with newspapers, a lot of everything is going digital. Because I remember with...
they have to adapt.
When I wrote Matric, to get the results, you could either buy the newspaper the following day, or you could just use subscribe to the app. So subscribe to the app.
And those SMSs that you have to dial that certain number, then they send you the results.
It's
before
scary
they
to
go
think
out.
how much has changed in the last few years.
So much information is available on digitals, man, now. So much information. And when it's bad if your business is not evolving with the technology.
Exactly.
Because they're going to run you out. That's what the Nokia CEO was saying at that last speech when he was crying there. Like, we don't know what we did wrong, man. We were one of the leading phone companies in the whole world, but we didn't adapt.
Just if I could take myself back to the time with my Nokia, the first
man.
one I ever got, my Nokia. Jesus, sorry, that thing used to have snake. I used to play.
And that other game, man, it is Snake and that other where you shoot things.
Yeah, I don't think it's Galaga, but I know it's based on Galaga.
Send the name of that game there.
Yeah.
On the comment section. And what's that game? It is Snake and that other one. Yeah.
And then
I like that game.
And then we used to have my grandma upgraded with like a Nokia. I don't know what from, but it was like the same shape as the 3310, but it had a color screen. And then I got that phone, was my second or third phone, and we used to have that red ball game. Guys,
and we used to play so much games on the phones, man, before the social medias came through. Yeah, man, you will just borrow the phone just to play those games, man.
But now, especially also with games and stuff, if you don't, I don't think, because I know with a lot of gaming companies now, especially with the mobile stuff, they post a lot of their things on social media to promote games and such. So the same thing, when it comes down to promotion and social media, it's amazing to think how far it can reach. Because I don't use TV, I don't watch TV, I don't have DSTV, I don't have
everything is in our phones now.
I watch YouTube and I watch Netflix and stuff, but just when I imagine just 10, like less than 10 years ago, 9 years ago, you watch TV. Netflix didn't come to mind once.
Not even once.
Not even Wi-Fi came to my mind 9 years ago. Now,
everything is on it now. Everything on internet.
And we just adapt and we just move on. It's sad.
But the social media platform that don't really love you. And when you love it, Instagram, man.
Why? I love Insta, Mona. It's Insta.
Why do you love it so much, man? No, I don't get it, man. I just get there to just post my pictures there because the quality on Instagram. Man.
Yeah, it's a quality and
that was the idea behind it. The founder. They just wanted a platform where people can share good quality pictures.
I mean, the editing things you can do on there and the filters and stuff. It's very nice, and I don't know.
The quality.
The thing is, I prefer Instagram over Facebook because Instagram.
But I don't spend a lot of time on it though. I just go there and post and leave.
Nah, I
don't like scrolling through other people's posts there.
I also don't post through people. I don't stalk people.
What do you do when you're on Instagram? Average time that you spend on Instagram?
I watch videos. That's what I do.
Or videos about boxing and stuff?
Nah.
Why don't you just watch those videos on TikTok?
Because the Wi-Fi work does not allow the TikTok to work, so I use Instagram instead of that. And when I go home, I use TikTok.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi work doesn't allow us to stream on TikTok.
So I just watch Insta then instead.
And I'm sure they are better quality because the quality of Instagram is crazy. That's what I like about it. The quality of pictures and videos there. But they say when I will put you under pressure, when I will see you look at yourself, right? People are living lavish life out there, and I'm here in my single room. Because their life on Instagram, I think is one of the most...
It's a bougie app. It's for the bougie people in the world. And then we come there.
When you get them, it's like everybody's living rich. When you get in that, not them, man. I think that's why I don't like it, because they fake so much about their post for content there.
No, I can tell you on my own end what I do. On Twitter, I only use for cryptocurrency and NFTs. Insta, I used to watch videos because I can't watch it because I can watch TikTok. TikTok is TikTok. It's fucking obvious.
I think the authenticity, man. That's why I don't like Instagram, because a lot of them there, they are living fake life. You will go to Facebook when people post there, they post about the good and the bad. You go to Instagram and there's only nice things there.
But I also use TikTok a lot of with like when I bought the rings and stuff. They have a TikTok profile, so I'm not sure if I have, and I think that's also one thing I can use is because a lot of these places that sell or they have when they have TikTok, I only mostly see the Instagram account. So then I use the Instagram account to go to the markets and stuff like that to buy the stuff. But I saw TikTok also allows you now to connect your NFT wallet. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna try it pretty soon.
I think other social media platforms are bad, but TikTok is the worst, man.
Most addictive.
The adrenaline rush you get from, there's a lot of interesting things to watch on TikTok, man. And they say the term TikTok is because you get to access to short clips that you can go by.
And that's the thing, TikTok is I think TikTok, the guy, because I know, TikTok used to be Musical.ly, ne?
I didn't know.
So I'm not sure if they changed from Musical.ly to TikTok, but I know Musical.ly used to be the same thing as TikTok. Short clips you post up there, and then it became TikTok or something like that. But TikTok directly attacks your attention span because a 10
Yo.
or 30 second, you give your full attention. Because if I see a video that goes a bit longer than 30 seconds or 10 seconds, I'm like, am I gonna waste my time with this? The next one seems short.
And the algorithm there is crazy, man. I think they tested like what type of videos you spend most of your time on, then they keep throwing them out there.
And that's the shit with it, because
And
it's
then you get
addictive.
addicted. That's the thing, man. The algorithm just test what kind of videos interest you.
Like, and that's the thing. I never, for like, when TikTok came out, I never gave it any attention. I thought it was the biggest load of shite under the
because
sun.
we used to think people who post there, they always post stupid stuff.
So, and I was
I realized how informative
and the thing
it
is, I was so
now.
together with my ex, and she was like, "You gotta try TikTok." And I'm like, "Why?" And she's like, "The amount of stuff you can watch." I'm like, "No, I'm fine."
Because they,
And then
at first, they used to display it as a social platform where people just dance and do funny stuff.
And then I think a few months passed, and I like started watching from her phone, and then it's like, yeah, let me try this shit thing out. Day 2, addiction.
And you get addicted so fast because Muna, the amount of videos, the content that you love, Muna, they just throw you at you. If you like church stuff, church. If you love spiritual stuff, sports, Muna.
My entire For You page at this current stage is just boxing, gym. And
how
rotates.
do they do the algorithm, man? How do they do that?
I don't know. And a lot of
information,
podcast stuff. But other than that, I don't know.
Because you will watch and rotate video. You get them.
2 swipes.
Two
Up it.
swipes. How do they know I like these things, man?
And it's a weird thing because they exactly know what type of video. And it's now, man.
That's why it's so addictive, because other social platforms, you'll see Yanas posting about the dog. This one is posting about sports. You just that one, you get everything that you like.
Now I'm wondering if TikTok works via the hashtags or stuff. But not even, because sometimes I can watch something and then there's another video that doesn't even have hashtags or any ads, but it's still the same type of video.
I'm telling you, they're just doing the algorithm through the screen time. If you view something longer than 3 minutes, they know
they maybe they put like a mini review thing on, like the robot. Okay, no, we see he likes this.
Like the way we could see the stats on our YouTube channel.
Oh, the algorithm,
people view it so much. People can view it. Most of the people just view it until 45 minutes, then they pass through. So I think they use that algorithm. Then they know if they watch it so far, it means they are interested in this kind of information. Then they keep throwing it at your face. Every minute, Mona.
I don't like social media anymore. They're spying on me. And you give them permission. Remember the entire...
You don't read those terms and conditions.
Remember the WhatsApp fiasco.
I actually thought people are going to move away. But, and everybody was threatening to
I
move
still
away.
have a Telegram account, ne? I still have Telegram.
What was the issue again?
Privacy.
Or are they going to get access to what then?
I don't even care. They can check whatever they fucking want.
Because the part that I was not so cool with it was that they're going to also provide adverts on our WhatsApp profiles. You'll see our advert popping by.
Oh, ad-based. Because I know Netflix, they want to do that now. They're going to create a separate subscription thing for you. I think the normal ones...
You want to avoid advertisements.
No, you're going to pay to a cheaper option, but you get advertisements. Like we pay the let's say the 199 or 159.99. Then you get the 49 Rand one, which is just mobile. And then let's say the next one will be maybe $39, but you're going to get ads.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Because everything is ads now, man. That's why I want to do advertising.
Marketing. I think
because there's no way that qualification or speciality is going to go out of,
especially when it comes to digital marketing. That's one job that's going to be here for a very long time.
There's always products that they're looking for marketers to make their products readily available to people.
And I think with a lot of influencers and YouTube stars and stuff that they don't recognize this, they become digital marketers, because you get sponsored by one brand and then boom, you in actual fact you're actually just marketing them.
And after we discussed it the other day, because I was considering doing the qualification of marketing, but after discussing that, we can do those
You do a short course in digital marketing.
And short courses, man, I like them because they actually provide you skills that I needed.
I think the one guy I know, I think he did a year course in digital marketing. He finished it off last year.
And a lot of companies and product heads are looking for promoters, man. And there's a lot of money to be made in promotion, especially through social media.
Even there's I don't know how this works but the Afrikaans was hitting now. The inner Afrikaans.
The English managers are running out.
Asseblief herlaai 'n Engelse spraak wat nou. I don't even know what bundle is in Afrikaans.
When I was leaving my bed there, I was like, I'm so hangover and I still have to go and speak English for an hour.
Shit. Nah, but the inner Martinas was coming out now. My inner Martinas van Skalkwyk. But with TikTok, not TikTok, Twitter.
Yeah.
Especially with my NFT crypto stuff, there's NFT promoters. So now I'm wondering, do they get paid by the NFT brand and then they post there? Because if that's the case, I will become an NFT promoter.
I think they're being paid by them.
My dogs came out. All right, I'm gonna just.
And people can easily make money now, man, online. I mean, there's that other guy who's the most followed guy right now. But that guy who.
Oh, Kevin Lime.
Now he's a world hit now, man.
Just looking at videos, thinking that people are stupid and
now
just.
I'm falling in love with social media again. We were talking about the scary parts, now we are talking about the nice parts. Now I'm falling in love again.
I also love him.
Imagine making money from just those clips, man.
Just imagine.
And they are so funny and he doesn't say anything.
And he just goes, maybe we'll get like 5 million views if I just do. For no apparent reason.
And there are so many superstars out there, man, they're falling in love with him. He goes to meet a lot of superstars out there.
Like Asbula, you know Asbula? It's a short guy. He has dwarfism. Let me correct him. Instead of saying midget, I think he has dwarfism.
The one of the Game of Thrones?
Nah. It's Asbula. He's like 18 or 19, maybe 20 years old. He's like this tall. He's like the cutest little guy you'll ever see. Like that guy, he wants to fight in UFC. He has beef with Conor McGregor. I'll show you the tweets and stuff. He's like, Conor McGregor was saying, I want to punch him, kick him 20 yards over whatchamacallit. And then Asbula was like, I don't follow broke people. Please, I something like that. Yo, I was like, Asbula.
Yes, man.
That's why I love. That's why I don't know. I don't think social media is ever gonna go away, though. This is something that's gonna stick with us until the end of our lives. But
they say, one of the world's problems is boredom, man. And I couldn't understand when I was watching that movie when they were discussing the world problems and how to solve them. And it is very interesting. You know what they do in that movie? They collect people with the highest IQs in the world because of this other guy. I think that guy had a bomb somewhere around Washington DC there. Then he told the police and stuff, the FBI, to collect. I think they were 10 those people with the highest IQ around the whole world, and he wanted them to discuss the world problems and how to solve it because he was thinking that everybody is being so ignorant about the problems out there. They are focusing on the wrong stuff. So that movie was based on that he collect people with the highest IQ and they discussed all problems and how to solve them. And boredom was one of the problems.
And social media.
So social media platforms, they are profiting from that thing. Everybody's suffering from boredom.
And the thing is, where I solve my boredom is I play video games or I do something on the computer. But some guy out there might be like, let me check out some Instagram feeds or stuff like that. And that cures his boredom.
Let me go post a joke. Let me go post a picture. Let me go.
Yeah. So social media definitely has a lot of bads and it definitely has a lot of goods. But I think we should live with what social media is. But we should, I think we should just maybe feel or take a little bit of power away from social media. Instead of giving social media all of this power and giving people the power to cancel whoever they want because that one person might not feel the same about how that guy sees his opinion. That's what I think, that's the best way to put it. Don't attack someone for them having a different belief or having a different point of view than you. Just
While they were also pushing their agendas through social media.
Exactly.
Just because that guy's agenda is different from theirs, now
Yeah.
they want to cancel. That's where is their wrong, man, because... But I think it's not all bad, man, about social media, because there's a lot of educational stuff that you get access to that you couldn't even have access to if you were just focusing on the formal educational system, man. The schooling...
Yeah, and a lot of
The
stuff, I mean,
universities.
a lot of stuff we learn is we
Because
get
it is
it
very
from.
limited, man, the way you get educated. Because if you didn't get information through the school, it's either getting through the school or you get information through the people that you hang around, your parents and your society.
And that was life way back
And
when.
it was,
And now-
and the library. It was either the school, the people, your
Surfing-
parents,
Surfing the internet down the library
and
computer.
the library.
R5 for printout.
Imagine how limited was the information you get access to.
Nowadays,
Bam.
like shit.
Like,
What do you want to know?
Scroll away, man. A scroll
Search
away.
and send. That's actually amazing to think of how powerful the internet is, social media is, and because I mean a lot of stuff, and I mean I've learned a lot of stuff from TikTok and a lot of interesting facts and whatnot.
I mean, I learned about things that I never thought I would have access to.
And then you see that one thing on TikTok, like, but it gets you thinking. You're like, shit. You go on to
Your worldviews,
you go
man.
onto a different social media platform and see,
this.
search. Oh, these people are also saying the same thing. Go onto the internet, check it, and then it's quite interesting.
Verify it. You see, oh damn, where would I have had access to this information if it was not
If social
due to
media wasn't there,
TikTok, mona?
well, gift,
And
munna.
this episode was nice, man.
Of course, we just talk kak. Let us light a cigar.
And the WhatsApp, man. Yeah, man. The WhatsApp makes everything easy, man. If
Yeah.
I want to talk to a person, WhatsApp, text, klar.
Okay, now in an obvious case, this is a cigar. We are both over the age of 21. I'm 21 and a few months old. It counts. I'm over the age of 21.
It's
And
like, don't be fooled about this big
I'm only 14.
Don't be fooled by his big stash. And
Well,
this is underage smoky.
We're gonna light a cigar in memory of Andrew Tate being on the internet,
And being cancelled.
because we are broke boys and whatnot. Don't give me your lighter. I have my own matches. I roll like that. Plus, this is gonna be, have you smoked a cigar before?
It's gonna be my first
It's
time.
gonna be his first cigar and it's half a cigar, so it's not gonna be as nice. But we will, maybe for end of season, we'll come roll out here like Andrew Tate.
With the glasses on.
I don't have nice shades like that.
Bald, going bald. This is odd.
I'm already halfway there.
Yeah, but social media is beautiful, man.
Huh.
And you know what I like the most about WhatsApp? Your parent mother will send you from here to go to the location to send to give the message to the elders. Or yeah, tell him or this and this and that. Then you go there and that one says you just tell her sharp. I should travel all the way there to tell her sharp.
Did you have to do that?
Hey, man, you don't know my granny, man. I guess this one will give information. Then you go there to send the information. That one sends you back to give it, tell this one this. Okay, yeah, I got the information. I did way too much. I did way too much. I'm telling you, man.
You have to, how far did you pull that thing? I could see smoke coming out of your asshole.
And when I'm telling you, man, my grandmother will tell you, man, to tell, go tell her sharp.
You're kidding me. No, don't savor the flavor. Don't pull it in straight away.
No, man.
Just
Yes.
let it play around in the mouth. Don't pull it in. Don't just. Here we go. Just enjoy the flavor for now. In memory of Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate. We are with you, man.
We are with you. Sooner or later we'll get banned as well for agreeing with you. But yeah, that's just the thing I can say is don't give social media all the power. Please call 122.
This guy is killing me in front of you guys. Tell my grandmother I love her.
Tell her sharp.
I lived a beautiful life.
Just
I lived.
don't say anything. Just tell her sharp. Don't. I'll run to your grandmother. I'll tell her sharp. Guys, I hope you guys enjoy the episode, and I will link the social media. What? Guys, please follow the Instagram. I don't know, name. We've reached a following in India somehow, somewhere. We only have followers from India. I am thankful to all of you Indian followers out there. I am. Give me the cigar and thank the people.
Yeah, no. I died in front of you guys. You saw. Well, these things are not for me. Surprisingly so. When I smoke weed, this is how I feel.
But I thank the people and don't focus on me on dying.
Guys, I would like to thank you for your support, guys. And this episode was very interesting. I wish you guys, you will think so too, because we shared so much information.
He's also
about
crying. He's
social
crying.
media platforms.
Please give us
The good
views
and
because
the
he's
bad.
crying.
The good and the bad of social media.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys might have different opinions. and
yes.
Please post it. Please
Share
type.
it with your friends, your colleagues, your family and stuff.
I like how you said colleagues, as if we get views from people that actually work in our communities.
Because you're saying that because there's high levels of unemployment in South Africa. Don't be like that.
Why did I say that? I didn't even know.
Yeah, I hope somebody out there will get the information, understand, or social media is not so bad.
Nah, and
there's
it's-
a good side of it. You
Definitely
can make
it's a good
lot
side.
of money online, being a promoter and stuff, and not turn a blind eye to the negative
Yeah,
impact of social media.
and if you have something to say and someone doesn't agree with you, in straight and forward English, French, fuck them, follow your own word, and carry out whatever you want to do and whatever you believe. If someone stands in your way, it's their problem. Do whatever you want to do and become the best you there is.
And never forget that they are manipulating us.
Yeah,
So
they're listening
never
to
take
us.
everything that we see on social media serious.
No.
Just always go and check for extra information, whether everything is actually facts or just a narrative that they're trying to push. Because some people will see a video on TikTok or
And they're like, oh,
on
shit.
Facebook, and they're already taking
Well, now,
it out
especially
and
with this
finding
COVID thing now.
information.
Now we're heading into another thing, shit. But especially with this COVID thing, with people posting around this, the vaccine does this and this. Sure, it has negatives, but I mean, I'm sure the
man.
vaccine
Go
has
do your
saved a
own
lot more
research,
lives.
man.
Do your research. Ask a doctor rather
Verify
than.
the information before you take it as truth.
Yeah.
Don't just take everything as it is on face value. Just say Yanas is saying it. Yanas is. I believe Yanas.
And half of the stuff I always talk is shit. Never believe me. Never trust anything I say. I love you guys so much. Ne? May you guys have a blessed week. See you guys next weekend. And remember, the monsters aren't under your bed. They are behind your curtains.
They are on your phone.
On your phone. Cheers.
Thank you, guys.